Setting up a drawing station doesn't have to be difficult, but students do have to remember 4 things. 1. Return what you borrow. Bring everything back tips up, including markers and colored pencils. If anything needs to be sharpened, it will go into either a translucent box for the colored pencils or a regular cardboard box for the standard pencils. And they need to clean their workspace. These are the 4 important rules of any drawing station. You'll notice that most of my materials are not in their standard containers they come with. This is a time saver in the classroom. I empty all of my markers into bins and I put my thin line markers into a large container, and like here I have a yogurt container. My pens are in a red Solo cup, and this keeps everything organized and the students know where everything belongs, where they can find it, and where it goes back. Routine is absolutely important for the students, and I found that they are faster just digging through a box of markers than they are if they were trying to take markers out of a box, put them back in a box. And this also helps out because if a marker is dried out, they just put it in the translucent box with the colored pencils that need to be sharpened, and then I know that those can be replaced. For paper, I use a real simple Dick Blick paper. I have a larger size that I cut down. I cut this in half for all my projects that we do daily. It's wonderful because it's inexpensive, it's a beautiful white surface. Some teachers don't like it because it's really thin. I prefer it because it does take a lot of media well, especially paint. When you get into that, it works very well with tempera. When we cut it down, or when I cut it down, we use a paper cutter, and notice that I have a beautiful little sticker on here. We've named our paper cutter Mr. Choppy, and students know not to touch Mr. Choppy and that it is dangerous. One tip, find a paper and standardize on that. Use it for drawing, making books, creating, all the wonderful things. I use 12 by 18, cut it in half. You have 9 by 12, cut it in half again. You have 6 by 9. You have 3 different formats, 3 different sizes. Each work very well in the art classroom. Keep your options open. Anything that you would like to use, incorporate it. I've taken out pastels, I've taken out chalk, and I've taken out oil pastels. And your students aren't missing anything without using oil pastels or pastels in general. Now, return what you borrow, tips up. If it needs to be sharpened, put it in the box. Get another pencil that's already sharpened, and then clean your workspace. Students can really easily follow these rules, and you will have a fantastic drawing station that students can get to work and they can start working on whatever they can imagine up right away.